stat?
Stat 99 akong mga player of Banda Siri. Atlanta.
Dali naka-switch yung jumps eh.
Wizard.
Sasaw kayo.
Sasaw.
Gaya mabuti duran sa kuwan.
Pabaitan.
Pwede lang. Pwede sa stance.
Sans na siya kaya.
Diba, si Booker may gusto. Garaan kayo.
Best friend mo si Booker o si Condit hindi.
Legend Timore na din eh.
Oo, karatan si Eric sa kong nakalimot na siya sa akong dula. Dugay na kayo
Kailangan ko si
naglaban.
Portes niya.
Ay, ang mga lalaban, ikatong dali.
Kasi wala rin yung Gcash niya.
Ha?
Ano ako ba? Wala rin yung Gcash pang doon.
Ay, unga.
Sukuha ba? Ha? Sukuha? Ay na lang. Sige na lang. Yan ang pwede.
Piskot! Kurang na lang mga piskot. May kwarta.
Oh.
Kasi gusto mo kasi yun na, naka 400. Eh, 500. Kasi ano, 500.
Ah. Nah.
Si Eric, kaya sa itso.
The Dropkicks.
Ako ba doon eh? Huwag na.
Siya may represent. Oh, ito.
Parang na-itsa na eh. Ah, wala. Receive daw. Eric, kaya 5 minutes rin.
Ako sa mga saktuan game.
Piskot ba eh?
Advantage ka. Isa kayo kuhan ka na eh. Ay, number 6 mo na correct no? Kaya na?
Okay, release it pa rin.
Okay. Sige kuhan?
Receive ko naman. Ah.
Please.
300 luma. Wala yan eh.
Siksa. Wala, one game na ako. Yeah, break.
Oh. Direct. Gusto mata eh, bugong mata. Oh, na ko eh. Kamu na ka Diyos no? Hindi, mag-go. Samba. Naka-3 ba yawas? Cukup na banda ba eh? Wala di siyang lagi.
Ay, di pag umay na trade si Reg.
Dahil lang.
Wala na ako.
May magic uniform na.
Wala nang tarong-tarong na lagi na. Ilabay mo ko na ko si Red bago rin.
Outro, rotation. Di mo makasama.
Uy, awan dyan wall ako dyan.
Para sa'yo.
Para sa'yo.
Para sa'yo.
Walls daw siya, walls. Cheese siya puso.
Yung slime, bigyan sa'yo yung kuha nito, no?
Yate, kung bago yung ba siyang. Yate.
Sa meeting ni Kuha.
Awan, check na sa Facebook.
Si Red to nawala, no? Imo to, no?
Ha?
Na-raid mo to, na-raid.
Dili.
Kaya ito na-raid.
Lubula, iman to si Dinder.
Dito mo.
Yate kisam nga Johnson eh, kailan eh.
Saan ka pinaka to si Anderson? Dito to video
Yung stage 5.
Oh, shooting. Kaya na. Gamit ito si Kaniyunin siguro.
Ito siya.
Kaniyunin.
Dahil napugos rin kung pasunod ako sa Memphis ka wala eh.
Oh, shooting. Paano dito gawin isa?
Natsampak ang isa, mas iwan nung kalaban.
Ikaw sa Rick, ni sa Rick.
Ayun na. Alam mo rin ako magic words.
Siya rin siya siya.
Mag-isa, nag-video friends dito eh. Kaya na.
Bagay ito sa akin.
Kaya ko ako. Dilo. Tapos ko plano to.
Ngita, wala kayo point kayo nga makita. Madugay-dugay pa.
Lagi. Tapi tumore lang tayo lagi kuan.
Kapay lang nakuha.
Sakto man to.
Hagbay na ito gilabay sila.
Oo.
Butang sawa sila makita ang nga point kayo nga mapuli sa
Pangitag ka trade na. Gali na. Tulong ka.
ilabay mo
Sa building yun sila.
Tulong mo mag-garang pick. Kasi kayo ngayon
First,
pag team down ka, Ginobili Parker, di ba?
First pick na rin ka. Trade. Tulong ka po. Rebuild kita sila. Pati.
Call pa. Yate kan call by piste.
Ginagawa mo nila si Walker. No?
Call dyan.
Wala na may COVID.
Hindi ba yawas sintanong hindi ko kamot ba?
Wala lang.
Correct na correct.
Wala.
Wala na lang yawas.
Wala pa hindi dyan ang mahatag.
Yee! Salamat. Limtan yung goal.
Ay, na yung center ang Bulls, bay.
Isa gila ba? Nahanap na update.
Dramo.
Dramon?
Parang di nga center ka.
Kuha
Hindi
nila.
na mag-Bulls.
Di na mahawa si Kuha dito. Sabihin. Kaya mahawa to deh. Legend na ito.
Hindi na mag-Bulls.
Parang yung shooting.
Bisa na yung
Yes,
kapit. Di na
Di
malupusan.
pinsa na mo kulang atong Bulls.
Napili naman ang biyang pag-defense na. Okay na.
Ilang perimeter defense taas kayo. Pagkabot sa interior, rinay kayo.
Kung si Gilbert, biyang.
Pero at least dili mga driver basta-basta.
Pero problema, ma-stretch ka na.
Saan? Kan si Eric ay yawo kay pagka-review nila.
Pero yung gilabay may nasumagay, may kasi plano nila.
Ano?
Kildi
Ano si Sarens?
na gani. Siya yung sumagay ko. Ako,
Tama
gwapo
ba?
niya
Ay,
sa trato, no?
si Biyumbo.
Dapat na si
Mas
Biyombo.
nagamit nila si Biyumbo.
Ay, masunin ako si Biyombo.
Siya bitaw.
Silik mo sa bagay, gwapo ba?
Pas-pas lang sa tokis, bakit siguro?
Gamit ka, hindi si Kat Unit.
Pag-toke ka si mag-iso.
So, kayo mo yun, no? Wala pong convert. Kano pa nga rin lang. Stock yan na nasa 6 years.
Kasi 30 years mo kayo ba dito?
Ang gamit yung bilis.
Dahil siya.
Luyang simo si biyaan na po.
Lula pa siya atong tiyo.
Oo. Luwi man. Sa kulto, kano sa kulto may pre-agent tayo?
Ha?
Ito, ukma?
Starts.
Take a bath.
Kung mga kahit gani, kaya pabili na sa mga.
Ni-resign ulit si Batong, no? Buwang nga,
Hindi.
Batong. Ano di hawa si Batong, ano?
Ako, ay, kung animal eh.
Nagagig doon niya ba? Kuha si Batong, ha?
22 million?
Nanonood, mag-promote nung tadi si Subak. Grabe.
22 million? Asa, di masugod. Portis gani, piste. Napay
Kaya nga,
pag-atik
Portis,
to, 26
ano,
million. Piste, 49 million.
Good kay di siya sa nagkakaroon niya, para tubuan na po. Mahaya kasi kaya lang ito lang.
Sama pa yung Portis. Mas mas mong gusto. Bigyan ng majis na budget din si Portis ba?
Sige, sige.
Alam ko gamaya po na ni 6.4 million.
Gaano matang Cortez.
So ito nga nagpakuhan siya, no?
Pag na nagpa-trade para mabayaran ang mga
Play.
Sayang, di mahawa siya.
I love you, always forever. Ah. Ano naman? Pangagit? Talig sila nga mo. Baita boy. Pili tato di agi na. Gani kinaka isa tato sino? Karon, hindi sa galan. I love you, always forever. Nana si Mori. Mori. I love you, always forever.
Effective yun si Okugi ba kay makadunk man siya kay Eric o kay RC. Pag si Beverly mamalagot ko baka di ka malo.
Beverly kasi vertical mo lang.
Bisiti kayo. Tapos si Okugi mo dunk. Pila day.
Wala ka mo to cinta yaw.
Pero taas kay lateral no.
Fitness.
Mga laterals niya.
Oo.
Gamay siya overall sa tagas sa lateral.
Hindi ako yung gamit eh. Para mga IQ, para mga IQ niya. Okay, red ako.
I love you always. No. No. Patay, patay. Share sa kan ba. Pampaswerte. Ano na yung palakpak ba?
Fan club ba?
Fan
club. Nominatic.
Tagaan na pag-position ni Pitpit oh. Maglain ako tiyan ba?
Hindi ka legendary?
Tagaan ko 4 seasons ba? Bro. Naanap po yung laro this Pitpit ba? Naanap po siya. Ay na. Murray. I like it. Si? Mahal kayo. Hindi ka kaya ang dalas bayad niya to. I love you.
Didn't come into the league.
He is elite.
Game 1. Game 1 lang sa daw.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The 1-2 punch of George and Kawhi on the perimeter. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. And for the Hawks, Collins at the 4 with Capella at center. Trae Young out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. Jackson attacking, and he banks in the layup.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Now here's George.
Wow!
Capella with a rebound. Here's Atlanta with the ball. And he lobs it up to the rim. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And George with the jam.
Welcome
You're
to
asking
viewers.
for trouble now if you let Paul George get room to run. Excellent transition and superb at getting himself in the right position.
Now here's Young. To the paint.
Capella.
And a slam dunk by Capella.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds
behind
nothing
the back
on
by
those.
Paul George.
You got to applaud Trae Young's hustle out there on the floor. I mean, he plays a lot of minutes, but he maintains a high energy level all
Paul
game
George,
long.
24.7.
After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hunter.
I love you always.
Here's Jackson. One place you really see Trae Young's work ethic shine through is on the offensive end of the floor with his assist numbers.
Yeah, Young does everything he can to create for his guys. He's a selfless player who wants everyone to get involved. And he's got a real talent for problem-solving defenses and finding ways to get his guys good looks.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Outside Hunter, down low. Here's Capella.
Clean.
And it's Capella with the jam.
Refusing to give up on the glass, Capella truly works for his rebounds.
Jackson on the wing, guarded by Young.
Lagi, nice D by Hunter.
Kicks it out to Jackson.
Ito ba?
Into the lane.
Up. Hindi mo ako
The Clippers
maluloko.
call timeout.
Salamat na. Hindi niya na gusto ang opinsa niya. Mabay Subak. Hindi nakakailo. Plus 2 rebound Subak. Ay,
And the
di pa
Clippers
din.
making
Time
a
out ng
change
NBA.
here.
Ano na? Roberto
Shot clock
Covington.
at 6. Here's George.
Bull
And
George.
George with the jam.
That's phenomenal athleticism on the drive. Paul George just sprints past everyone with ease.
George against Young. Inside. Got a piece of it.
Nice
And
D by
stolen by
Rocco.
Covington.
Ruko-ruko
In
talaga tong
transition,
tao
here
to.
come the Clippers.
Kawai!
Ooh, Leonard throws it down.
We are talking about length and activity of Mr. Robert Covington. You want to know why coaches love his defensive presence? It's right there for you.
Now here's Young. Pass to Murray. To the middle. Capella inside. Covered by Covington.
Nice D by Rocco.
Collins, no good. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Powell passes to George. Outside Covington. Powell for 3.
Norman Powell.
Gets the 3 ball
Bing,
to
bing,
go.
bing, bing.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous.
Naistilan
It's
pa
led to
Rocco.
a lot of good, clean open
Rocco.
looks.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Hawks have gone 2 for 5 to start today's game. Here's Hunter. And
Nice
the
D.
layup is good off the glass.
Nice awareness there from the big man Collins. Solid at finding his teammates when they're open.
Leonard outside. Pass to Jackson. Outside Covington.
Rocco.
Here's Leonard. Out to Covington. Three-pointer.
Rocco for 3. No
Sinks
good.
it from
Very good,
distance.
guys.
This has been just a
10,
dreadful start for them
16, 6.
defensively. Not good at all.
Kawai Ayo.
Leonard passes to George. And DeJounte Murray
Fouled
is going
by
to pick up the
DeJounte
foul.
Murray.
That's his first foul. Kennard, he's checked in for Jackson.
For the substitution, Luke Kennard.
A minute 50 left in the first. George finds Covington. Leonard
Kawai
for 3.
Ayo.
Capella with a rebound.
Wow.
Capella's got 4 rebounds now. To the inside.
Murray.
Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Outside Covington.
Rocco.
No good on the triple.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Uy, wak shot. Namalis Kawai rin.
The Clippers have gotten 7 of their first
Android.
12 shots to go.
Barber Kennard. Take back move.
Pass to George.
To Bull George.
Out to Powell. The 3 is
Norman
up.
Powell. Bang, bang,
Sends it
bang.
home from 3-point land. Powell's got 6.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Trae Young.
Capella, the pass to Young. From the arc.
Under of the night. No good.
And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Pass to Powell.
Norman Powell.
George
Take
outside.
back move to Bull George.
Now Leonard
To Kawai Ayo.
to the paint.
To
Kennard
Barber
has the open
Kennard.
look. Collins with the rebound.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your
Kaya
favorite.
mabad pinamig yung. Totoo nangyari po siya.
Capella, the pass to Collins.
Baby.
Hunter on the wing.
Hunter.
Over to the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Collins.
John Collins for 3.
They get
No
it
good.
again.
Wala na kaya ito. Kawai Ayo.
And stolen by
Nailugan.
Murray.
Trae Young.
And a
shot
deep
for-
3 from Young. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Los
11
Angeles
points lead.
Clippers closing out the quarter
By
ahead by
Eric
a...
Clapton.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Boy, quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you guys think?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. And that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
Nice D by Kawhi.
In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich.
Wala na magagawa si Rocco.
With
Uy!
Capella at
Yo,
center,
Rocco.
and it's Hunter in at the small forward position. So that's the Hawks 5.
Inside, Capella's physical ability makes the difference. He can get vertical, bump with you, whatever it takes.
George against Bogdanovich. Leonard outside.
Kawhi ayaw contested three.
The Clippers rebound. Out to Powell. Fires the
Powell.
three.
Bang, bang, bang.
Target from range. Powell's got 9.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way
Hunter of the
beyond the
night.
arc.
Nice D by Powell.
Kicks
Kawhi
it out
with
to
the help.
Collins.
Grabe,
Pass to
Kawhi
Capella.
with Android. Naanapot.
And he was camped
3
in the
million
lane there.
violation.
Gets a 3-second call.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
And the Hawks making a change here. Okongwu's checked in. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. George passes to Covington.
Rocco.
Kennard with
Barber
it.
denied. Rocco.
Outside Covington.
Jab step. Tulog gamay.
And the
Rocco
jam by
talaga.
Covington.
Get up, Mr. Covington. That
Hello,
is a
galing
very
kalaban
quick
ni RT
riser.
of the guy. Rapo kayo ng bracket. Full pack.
Outside Young. Up and over Kennard. Young misses.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to
Full
generate.
George.
And George with the jam.
Don't sleep on Paul George's verticality. How nice was that finish?
Bogdanovich.
Pass to Okongwu. Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Okongwu. Covered by Covington. Okongwu, no good. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice
Kawhi
percentage.
ayaw.
And Leonard throws it down hard.
Lobo ang kalamangan.
Off the court, but on the court, he makes a lot of
28-10.
noise.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
And everyone knows what an elite defender Kawhi Leonard is. I mean, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he can still shape games with his defense.
For the Clippers, Batum is checked in for Covington. Hood comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Paul George. Now here's Young. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Okongwu with the bucket. And with Leonard, he's just as sharp as ever with his stifling defense.
Oh, his versatility is incredible. I mean, he can guard the toughest forward or guard each game, and he still has the energy to go out there and get numbers on the offensive end as well.
Young, he drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
And although Young is a smaller guard, he doesn't lack confidence, even amongst the trees.
Powell, left side. Back to Jackson. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Shots good by Hood. Hood's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the middle. Here's Collins. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Balik sa man-to-man.
Jackson outside.
Reggie
Jackson.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play
Okongwu
you just practice
versus
time and
Bakal,
time
the
again,
22
and
million
that's the
boy.
result of the work put in.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Out to the wing. Pass to Powell. Kennard outside.
First time ginawa ka siya batong Bakal kanina.
Hood with it. Collins there. It's stolen by Hunter.
Steal by Hunter. Oh, gikuha ni batong Bakal. Backcourt violation.
Not watching the line on that one.
Well, for the most part, they've taken care of the ball. I mean, that's one of the few mistakes they've made in what has been a good half.
Zubats, he's checked in for the Clippers. Leonard comes in for Hood. Pass to Collins.
Collins.
And it's
Bang,
good.
bang, bang.
Off the back rim and in. Collins has got 6 points.
Now we're starting to see him deliver on offense. He's really found his tempo here in the second quarter.
Back to Leonard. Fires for three. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts. The Hawks have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good.
This is how unselfish Young is. When he sees an open teammate, he gets them the rock.
Pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Kennard. Another 3 for the Clippers.
Now shooting the 3 ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
And it's the Clippers on the break. Zubac with it. Kicks it out to Jackson. He takes it in. Can't connect from short range. For Atlanta, they've gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. Outside Young. Hunter on the wing. Pass to Young. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Zubac. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 11 in the second quarter. Here's Powell.
Wow!
Zubac with it. Okongwu on it. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Man, he's checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Jackson. Leonard finds some space. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. He's got 9.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
Sinks the tray.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Los Angeles has gotten 7 of 12 3-point attempts to fall. It's George with the drive. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. George has got 10 points in the game.
When near the bucket, Paul George knows what to do. This guy has such a nuanced understanding of the offense.
Pass to Capella. Oh, George with a steal. And the ball out of play. The Hawks will have it.
Coming out of the floor for the Clippers.
Here's Capella.
This guy is a perennial all-defense.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Welcome back.
The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They are in control of this game. That's all for now.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Paul George has been sensational.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
And this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
And so in the game for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's George in at the point guard position. Good on the shot. Johnson's got his first points in the game.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start.
And he was fouled while in the act. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry. He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Out to Leonard. 4-3, and the three-pointer goes. Leonard's got 12 points in the game.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Kicks it to George. There's the drive. Hey, rejected by Capella. And now the Hawks on the break. And Young the bucket on the assist by Hunter. 6 points for him.
And the defense really has no chance when Young gets in space. He's just too skilled.
For three, Covington. The rebound by Murray.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up on Robert Covington.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim. One of the more improved players over the last few years. Murray has thrived in his high-usage role. You just wonder how good can this kid become.
Bogdanovich has checked in for Young. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Batum is checked in for Leonard. Bogdanovich, no good.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Murray against Powell. Down low. Here's Batum. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
And it's really incredible the number of ways Murray can affect the game.
I mean, I totally agree, B.A. I mean, he creates for himself and others. One of the best rebounders in the league at his position. And boy, is he disruptive on defense.
Now here's Johnson. And stolen by Covington. Jumps up. Here's Powell. Hunter with some nice D.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Johnson finds Murray. Outside Bogdanovich. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Bogdanovich has got 6.
Well, good vision from the inside and kicking it to the perimeter.
Up top, George. Defended by Murray. For 3, Covington. Nails it from 3. Give him 8 points now.
Covington has put such time and work into that perimeter game. Now the confidence he shoots it with knocks that down. That's beautiful.
Now here's Capella. He has 6. Throws it up high. The lob. Very well done.
Oh, what a pass. Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice. Here's George. Pass to Batum. Fires from deep. That one doesn't drop. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Murray against Covington. Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And the Clippers have possession. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. Just 5 to shoot. Covington, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Hunter can't get it to go. The Clippers have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Hawks, Okongwu checks in for Clint Capella. Collins comes in for Johnson, and it's Luau Cabarrot in for Hunter. Hood, he's checked in for the Clippers. Mann comes in for George, and stolen by Murray. And a fast break now for the Hawks. That's good from Okongwu on the assist by Bogdanovich. Okongwu's got 6 points. Bogdanovich against Kennard, and he drives in. It's deflected. 3 on 3. Here's Okongwu. They kick it out to Murray. Oh, Covington with a block.
So disruptive at the defensive end. Look in the box score, and Covington will be the source of blocks and steals consistently.
Here's Mann. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency. The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh. Keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in. And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Young. And there's the drive. Zubac with the steal.
And it's pretty simple. I mean, once you leave your feet, you leave yourself with very few options.
Leonard attacking. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has zero fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. Far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
Boy, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
11 seconds left in the third. Collins outside. Young finds Collins. Up in time. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Kawhi Leonard. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. At the forward slots, Hunter and Collins. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the center position. So that's the Hawks 5.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
Collins right side. Pass to Capella. The ball's knocked loose. Lets it fly. Kennard with the rebound.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Leonard on the wing. Defended by Bogdanovich. And now the Hawks on the break. And Collins with the slam.
Excellent play coming at the right time, too, guys. They need to string together some defensive and offensive possessions just like that.
Now here's Leonard. Driving inside. Over Hunter. And that one hits the back iron. And Atlanta shooting it well. Around 55% for the game. Up top, Capella. The kick to Hunter. Leonard up top, guarded by Capella. Leonard passes to Zubac. The three is up, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Zubac. Leonard's got 20 points. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Their activity at the defensive end has been impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
Well, their transition game has been operating at full speed, too. They've really run the break well.
Now here's Hood. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got 11 rebounds in the game. Outside Young. Looking to end this cold spell. Hunter against Kennard. Hunter, good. For Los Angeles, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Leonard on the take. Here's Zubac. Out to Leonard for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. For the Clippers, Covington's checked in for Zubac. Now comes in for Hood. And it's Paul George in for man. Bogdanovich against Kennard. Here's Capella. Goes back up. Covington grabs the board. Covington's got 7 rebounds in the game. Young against George. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
Here's Capella. No luck on that one. Good D by Covington. Inside. There's the triple. And Young pulls it down. Well, the Hawks shooting only 29% since the fourth quarter began. Ooh, poked away. And stolen by Leonard. Kennard outside. Outside Covington. Leonard with the ball. 5 on the clock. Capella with a block. And here's Hunter for 3. That's tipped. For Los Angeles, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Now here's George. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter here. Outside Covington. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Clippers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kawhi Leonard.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
Now here's George. And George with the jam.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Here's Young. They need this. Buries it from 3.
This is where Young most resembles Steph Curry. Both have range almost out to half court.
Kennard left side. Here's George. And that one drops.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Two very athletic.
Umiyak ako sleep, uy. Ilay final score na to, Shamra no. Ha? Okay, ba? May kitulog ba? Ganahan ko sa kung mo ba? Game 2, 1-0, lock. Yawa ning lock. Garaon makaya ba? Excited mo sa batong ba?
Teams here, Greg, a game that's sure to produce a lot of highlights.
Kasama to si Aiton ilabay na. Gamit yung kagdaryo sa rin. Small ball na lang, iskuray na lang. Nagyapon si Remy. Nagyapon gold. Hinahinay naman no? Ginerp man to sa ano? Tapos pas mong good kayo ba? Pas kayo to, kaya bisa pag last na mo bunot tayo ba? Pag gayumay lang ba para siya i-perspect. Trabaho na ko sana kay ako support. Ako support. Kuhaan lang ako ang hitter nila. Kuhaan ako ang synergy silang hitter. Para ng first assassin. Deny.
And makes me think of Stacey Aubrey, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The team leaders, George and Leonard, are the wings. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point guard.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Pass to Zubats. Outside for George. Rebounded by Capella. Young for three. It's good from long range.
Trae Young exploring the limits of his range in this one.
Jackson with the bounce pass. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Now, the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the second player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Atlanta. The Clippers also changing it up. Robert Covington's checked in for Zubats. Norman Powell comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Luke Kennard in for Reggie Jackson. Powell, that's good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And how about his athleticism for a big man? Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Outside Covington. Back to George. Covington kicks to George. Takes it inside, and Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's George. After the basket by Bogdanovich. Covington's shot is off.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to see it.
Now here's Covington. And Capella sends it back. And he gets it back. Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Shot to stop the run. He lays it in.
Yeah, feel for him right now, guys. He's much better than this 1 for 4 start. He just needs to relax a little bit out there and let that game come around to him.
Team second.
The Hawks leading by 6. Young looking it over. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up, just as important.
Outside, George. And George with the stuff.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And what I admire about Hunter is that opportunistic attitude. This kid just makes things happen.
George against Bogdanovich. It's Powell with the drive. And Covington gets it to go on the assist by Powell. Covington's got his second basket of the game. Atlanta leading by 4. Young up top, defended by George. And the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops.
Outside, Covington.
2 minutes remaining in the
pass to Powell.
2 minutes.
There's 1:54 left in the first. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard. Nice move. And he lays it up and in.
Hard to deny Leonard when he gets in that close to the rim. Too many ways for him to get creative to score.
George against Young. Here's Capella. Hatton coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Now, here's George. The pass to Powell. Stolen by Collins. .109 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Capella. No good that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Kennard kicks to Covington. A 3-pointer off the mark.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And the dunk by Capella.
And such an advantage when you have a big guy like Capella who can change ends.
No one covered. Leonard's got 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Young against George. Capella, the pass to Young. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 5.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And George, here we go. He dishes it to Powell. Back to George. Atlanta with the rebound. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Team third. Coming under the floor for the
11 seconds left to play in the first. Young outside. Shoots over Powell. Misses off the right iron. Clint Capella has been leading the charge for the Atlanta Hawks. And the blocks just kept on coming for him. He's playing some fantastic D. Will And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
I also like on the offensive end how they're working to get the ball into the paint, into the teeth of the defense. They've created a lot of high percentage shots so far.
Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duty. And in at the forward positions, Hunter and Collins. And it's Okongwu in its center. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. High post, Zubats. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Now we know Zubats can eat up space inside, Brent. Great job of securing rebounds.
Yeah, obviously, if he was playing starter minutes or anywhere approaching 30 minutes, Zubats is going to be in double figures, ripping down both offensive and defensive things on the glass. What's impressed me about him, though, is he's got great hands on the inside and has now become a very viable role target.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Inside. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
And that one good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Passes it to Zubac. Leonard against Hunter. Takes it out to Leonard. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by the Hawks. Lets a floater go.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
Young with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Collins looking around. It's Young on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Hunter. And the rejection by Zubac. And he recovers it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws. And yet we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to do a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Johnson, he's checked in for Collins. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Trae Young. The Clippers also making some changes. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Leonard. Hood comes in for Norman Powell. And George is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Murray, no good. Clippers trail by 4. And George, here we go. And Capella sends it back. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
And George, here we go. Zubac finds Hood. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turn.
And the Hawks making a change here. Okongwu's checked in. Murray against George. He takes it in. Murray, good. And now an 8-point Hawks lead.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Good kicks to Zubac. Outside for George. Back to Zubac. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Zubac has got 10 points in the game.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
And here we go.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Here's Luwawu. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
Here's George. Rebound, Atlanta. Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Luwawu, the pass to Johnson. Here's Huerter, defended by Batum. And the rejection by Zubac. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A different look for the Clippers. Robert Covington's checked in for Zubac. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Good. And Nicholas Batum with the slam.
Nick Batum.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
So it's Atlanta now. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And George kicks to Covington. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Hawks lead by 7.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backcourt.
Nobody near. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Clint Capella had it going on in the first quarter. He had 11 points, 4 rebounds, and that'll do it.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Clint Capella has been sensational.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
I think he's enjoying it too. So rare to have an offensive explosion from him. You know his teammates are loving that as well.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Robert Covington out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's man in at the 2-guard spot. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. And Hunter, here we go.
Nice to see Hunter showing a little bit of nasty out there.
In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star Game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Covington. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard against Hunter. It will go down, and the Hawks lead has got back down to 5 as they get the points there from Leonard. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Los Angeles.
Substitution. Reggie Jackson.
Here's Jackson. No points in the game yet for him. Banked in off the glass.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Young drives in. Here's Bogdanovich. Here's Capella. Clock at 6. Young passes to Capella. And Covington sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Covington with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Leonard. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
I mean, Kawhi Leonard, an MVP candidate. Why? Well, they're the reasons right there. One of the best two-way players we've seen in the past 5 years.
Bogdanovich dishes to Capella. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 4 assists in the game. Outside Leonard. This one for 3. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Hunter, no one around him. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Takes it out to Covington. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. The Hawks leading by 8. Young, right side, feeds it to Okongwu. It's Young on the wing. From about 19 feet, again the Hawks score.
That's Trae Young's role out there to score and score often.
Outside Covington. Back to Jackson. Outside Covington. Past a man and stolen by Bogdanovich. Collins against Powell. For 3, Hunter. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
And they've done a terrific job defensively, causing some turnovers. And then cashing in on those, well, that just makes all the difference.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Hunter. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Young. Okongwu's shot is good.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Murray against Jackson. Past a man. 40 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Los Angeles, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. The first free throw is good.
Terrence Mann taking 2 shots.
Good on both. There's 39 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And Murray, here we go. Okongwu. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 13. Jackson down low. Working on Collins. And the rejection by Collins. Oh, here we go with Okongwu and nobody back.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Murray against Jackson. Murray surveying the D with 2 seconds left. And the miss. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've got their feet. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Luwawu. Johnson is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Murray in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Count that one. And the Hawks lead by 17.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And George kicks to Zubac. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Zubac.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Johnson. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Nicholas Batum.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Capella, and he converts the layup.
Well, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Bogdanovich against George, and the shot goes in.
Well, Paul George concentrating through the contact and making sure he had a shooting window open.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Atlanta Hawks. He feeds it to Capella, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Clippers trail by 15. Left side, Leonard. Powell kicks to Kennard. Leonard against Collins. Leonard, no luck. Now Murray. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Robert Covington's checked in for Zubac. George against Murray. And there's the pass to Capella. Shoots over Covington. Another miss by Capella.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots. Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
It's Collins with the drive. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his third foul of the game. Murray with it. Now Covington defending. Atlanta calls timeout.
And one of the bigger names in free agency, John Collins, ends up re-signing with Atlanta. Didn't see too much of a bigger market for him during the process. And he fits in so well with the future of this team.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Batum's checked in. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Murray finds Capella. Here's Collins, and Covington sends it back. The three from George. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got 4 rebounds in this game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
To the right side. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Collins. Batum with the steal. George against Murray. Leonard with the ball. With the drive. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Really, with that level of speed and power, it is so difficult to keep Leonard from scoring on the drive.
Capella kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Capella. They could use a bucket. And the dunk by Capella.
And that's Capella getting rewarded for his effort on the glass. Love when that kind of hustle pays off.
Outside Leonard. Here he goes. And Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. 1:32 left to play here in the fourth. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, keep it or dish it. Those are the decisions Paul George is trying to make, and he makes the right one there.
And they double up Murray. Outside Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Paul George with the steal. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. Oh!
Well, kind of fun when you see his personality come out in his game like that.
Leonard with the steal. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Here's Murray. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Fires the 3. They get it again. Capella, the pass to Murray. Back to Capella. Covington with the steal.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better. That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're up by 6. There's 37 seconds left in the game. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Clint Capella.
And when he's been on the floor, it has been a clinic in rim protection and shot blocking. He's played the defense of 3 men tonight. His block total has gotten to a point you almost never see in an NBA game.
Back to Murray. He's looking for Hunter and finds him. Leonard with the steal.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
George, no good.
Okay. George. Man. Launa. 1. Launa. Game 3. Lunch break.